What's up everybody, welcome back to a brand new video on Lexalexus. Today I am attempting, and I'm going to use the word attempting as a loose term, to record a match day vlog of an incredible huge game we have today in League 1. Third place Ipswich, the place I'm currently working full time. They face top of the league Sheffield Wednesday, where they themselves have gone on a 14 game plus unbeaten run and have not conceded a league goal in 2023 so far. It's going to be very daunting for Ipswich Town to get something out of this game. The whole view of the office going into this game is that they've already accepted defeat in their minds, but I am determined that one day I can go and see Ipswich Town and they produce a result. And typically their performances have actually been better against the teams near the top of League 1. So I just want to see a good game of football. I'm expecting it to be a packed out stadium. 29,000 plus people are going to be there. So it's going to be absolutely incredible. I don't expect to see an empty seat in that stadium. So it's going to be very interesting for me to try and record stuff. I'm not actually going to speak during the match. What you're going to see is my reaction and basically my intro, and that will be the times that you hear me talk. So that is the structure I'm going to do it. It kind of worked where I put Ipswich and seeing Colchester. Barnsley and Lincoln I didn't manage to post because it was just a mess, and I tried to talk in the stadium and it just didn't work. So we're going to do it in this way with the hope that it will look good. So prediction for this game for me, I'm thinking 1-1. But I'm actually going to go for a 1-0 away win for Sheffield Wednesday. Their last three results in the League 1 have been narrow 1-0 wins. So I'm going to go for a 1-0 and actually go against Ipswich Town with their prediction. And maybe might be the prediction, because I remember being very optimistic about Ipswich Town's chances whenever I predict and then go to the game. Reverse psychology I'm going to try and put into play and see if Ipswich can finally pick up 3 points when we go into a game, and it might actually allow me to go to more Ipswich Town games in the future. This kind of feels like a last chance for me to hopefully influence some positive results there. So if you want to see more vlogs like this in the future, please give the video a like. It just tremendously help. Please do hit that subscribe button. It really does help as we're trying to push to 2,000 subscribers. It will be amazing if we can get there before the end of the season. Probably going to be quite tricky to do that, but I always have faith in you guys to do the impossible. 20 likes is the target, as you can see, so guys, please do smash the like button if you've not done so already. My socials are down there as well, just in case you want to follow. And as you can see for the title up there, I got to get going because train and travel is going to be very difficult. There's been a fire that's broken out at Needham Market with a property right next to that station. So any train going past Ipswich to Norwich will not run. So there's only one train left I could actually get that will make sure I arrive in Portman Road before kickoff. So I really got to get on with it and make sure I don't miss that train. Getting back is going to be also a nightmare, but I'm going to try not think about that at the moment. I'm going to just go by the game. Hopefully we can see a good result for Ipswich, which will make the journey and the hassle much more worthwhile. But as always, thank you guys so much for watching and enjoy these bunch of images or videos I'm about to show you, because that will be my experience of going to Portman Road today to see Ipswich take on Sheffield Wednesday. I'll see you guys soon.
There you go. Come on, do this. Come on. Oh! It's not often we've seen 2-0 down. That's very rare, to be fair, this season. Forever. There you go. Oh! What a goal! What a goal! Ooh, that's good. Must have been second half. Right, let's see. Ooh. Oh!
So I'm back home. What a game it was. I can only laugh at the footage I was able to catch. Oh my gosh. It's the trouble when you've got an aging iPhone as your camera and audio. It just wouldn't work in a game environment. I mean, I get goosebumps in a negative way looking back at how I captured the footage. But I'll tell you what else gave me goosebumps. Just the crowd. Unbelievable. They were unreal. It was 29,100-ish. So like what I predicted, it was over 29,000. It was probably, it's not probably, definitely the best game I've seen with the very few games I've seen of Ipswich this season. I'm hoping this might let me off the hook, that I can actually go to some more games. I don't know how management with how I work are going to feel about all of it. You know, they may feel that they can trust me to go to games again, but at the same time they would really want 3 points. I'm still yet to see bloody Ipswich Town win a game. You know, it's got to happen. And my thoughts based on what I saw there, well, that penalty miss really changed the game. The decision was ridiculous. I think it was an off-the-ball incident that Aidan Flint actually conceded there, and I thought it was incredibly harsh. I didn't even really celebrate when the penalty was given, in all fairness, to be honest. But Chaplin stepped up. It was a poor penalty, and we've seen Chaplin so confident on the spot, and with Ladapo not starting where he could take pens as well, it had to be done with Chaplin, and he missed on the spot, and it was a really bad miss as well. And it affected Ipswich because under 10 minutes later, Sheffield Wednesday were the better side, and they could have been 3 goals up, probably even 4 goals up, because they missed some really big chances. I only showed you like the reactions to them scoring the goals. I didn't really capture the footage all that well there, but definitely I felt that goal from Nathan Broadhead just before half time really made things different for them. Had Sheffield Wednesday gone 2-0 up, it would have been a very bad second half in my opinion for Ipswich. But Ipswich, with that late first half goal, they came second half flying and got an equaliser, a bit more fortuitous in that one. A Leif Davis free kick taking a massive deflection by the replay looking at it now. But a goal is a goal regardless. It was a brilliant moment, and just to see the crowd celebrate, and I just had to just shout what a goal all the time when Ipswich were putting those set piece situations. And it's one thing I've noticed, you know, I've seen 4 games with Ipswich now, and I've seen them score 4 goals. 2 of the games actually conceded those 2 goals, and they've both been 2-2 draws. So I either get a stinker of a game, which have been 2 1-0 defeats against Colchester and Lincoln respectively, or a home thrilling 2-2 draw, which I saw the Barnsley game, and obviously this one too. And actually, what I will say, 3 of the 4 goals I've seen Ipswich score have come from set pieces, and specifically 3 kicks as well. I've not seen them score a corner yet. I've only seen 1 goal from open play, which could be a cause of concern and might be something that Ipswich do need to look at. I know I've got a very short sample size, but I think it's a very significant stat considering with all the opposition that I've been seeing. With Colchester, they scored in open play. Lincoln was a set piece from a corner. And Sheffield Wednesday, with the way that they managed to score their goals, both of them didn't come from set pieces. One came from a quick free kick from Barry Bannon, which I gotta say, seeing him in the flesh, he is a different level, honestly. Like, he was pinging like 50-yard passes with no hesitation and was getting them like with such pinpoint accuracy. It was actually ridiculous, the level that this caliber of player has in a third tier team and game. You know, it's incredible, really. And I can definitely understand the hype about Barry Bannon now, just seeing what he was able to offer. So yeah, the first one, I mean, it started from a quick Barry Bannon free kick, and originally, like, the cross was exquisite, by the way, and Michael Smith with a powerful header. Walton can't do anything about that. Second goal was unforgivable defending, just players not clearing it well enough there, and then giving George Byers too much space. 2-0 up, and I said it in the recording, it's not often that Ipswich have been 2-0 down. That was a rarity, and they've had a trend recently, Ipswich, of not starting games well. They've not had brilliant first half performances, excluding that Morecambe game where they won very convincingly recently. Their other games, or their other recent games where they've not been getting wins, they've been lost within poor performances in the first half, and it's definitely a cause of concern. And I think the mentality switch I saw was quite terrifying on my part. It's definitely young, and I feel at times a bit inexperienced as well. I do think Ipswich will be a playoff team. I don't see them getting promoted now. Plymouth had a brilliant win against Portsmouth as they were playing there. It was a big opportunity missed because Derby finally got beaten after sustaining such a long unbeaten run. They lost 3-2 to Wycombe. So it was a big opportunity missed for Ipswich, and they definitely were better in the second half, but they still weren't able to create anything too clear cut since scoring their equalising goal. They would overcomplicate it, they would like over milk their way of playing, and I just definitely think they just add one too many passes with their open play, and I think that is a big issue with that. Sometimes going a bit route one football, a bit Mick McCarthy-esque, is sometimes what they need to do. And actually, they won a free kick that led to the first goal by actually doing a long ball, which actually put a threat to that Sheffield Wednesday back line. But I've got to say, Sheffield Wednesday defended very, very well, in my opinion there. They definitely were hanging on a tiny bit, in my opinion. I'll be interested to hear Sheffield Wednesday fans' views and Ipswich Town views on this as well. But it felt to me that Ipswich were the better side for most, if not all, of the second half. But Sheffield Wednesday actually came closest to actually getting another goal since, you know, Ipswich got their equaliser. And that tells you that Ipswich do need to create better and stronger chances. Gosh, I just only remember that Dapo had a really big chance in the final minute of the game and he missed, but I couldn't show it because my phone died. So ultimately, I'm very happy that I picked a fantastic game. I definitely want to go again. Whether my management team will let me, we're going to have to wait and find out. But I just want to see Ipswich win, and this was definitely a big opportunity for it. But they fell short. It was a 2-2 draw. Brilliant game for a neutral fan. Sheffield Wednesday fans, I'm giving a big shout out to you, because even just building up to this game, walking from the train station, your voices were heard. You definitely had great chance. There was top of the league chance. There was all sorts going on. And definitely, because Ipswich can really make some noise, but Sheffield Wednesday, they really held their own. They went back and forth at times, both sets of fans with chance. And it was such a very interesting dynamic, considering Lincoln barely made a sound. Barnsley were okay, but I think for where I was standing, I was definitely in the loudest point of Portman Road there, so definitely felt I was hearing more Ipswich noise than I was hearing for Barnsley noise. They weren't too bad, but Sheffield Wednesday was on a different level of unreal. The only time they went silent was when the equaliser went in for a good sustained period of time, but as long as the game went on, they started to get their noise back again, and they really, really were important as well. And it definitely hyped up the players. They definitely got Barry Bannon going. He kept doing this to the crowd as well, wanting to feed off their energy, and it really did help for them there. So crowd dynamics really do make it important. So that's my observations done for this game. If you guys enjoyed the video, please give the video a like. It does tremendously help. The like target, as you see, is 20. It'll be amazing if we can get there. If you've not hit that subscribe button, please do so. It does really help the growth of this channel. And please also share the channel too, because all these things really do help. But now I'm going to get going and start recording my reaction to the Championship games, which is going to be interesting. So, it's ended. Ipswich 2, Sheffield Wednesday 2. Once again, no win for me in my matchday vlogs. But hopefully, I'll see an Ipswich Town win sooner rather than later. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon. Take care.